Because I can't do anything for myself full stop, so... Got my collar straight.
We're just out the way, just...
I got a bit close.
Anyway.
Something started to take off and started to affect my joints and everything. And about 3 months later, because that was in the August, about the October, November time, I had to have a home health. And I had to stay in my bed for 2 years. I just couldn't even get out of my bed. And it was my social worker, must have been 25 years, 26 years ago. I think the ILF had just sort of come around, came about. And she'd seen it and looked at the criteria and said, you fit it very well. My carers literally do everything for me. I'm even holding a stick because I can't even scratch my nose. They take me out in my van, they do all my personal care, my social care, my paperwork, everything. I can't use my hands. I can use my hands to drive my electric wheelchair and use my computer, and I have a machine called a Possum, which is like a little TV screen, and it's got different tasks on it, and I hit a button and it goes around a task and you stop it, and it does things like change my TV channels, allows me to answer the phone, closes the curtains. But that's the only thing I can do. I'm absolutely petrified, to be honest, because as things stand without the ILF, I'm actually going to be sitting in this conservatory, wet all day. I just can't visualise a life like that. And I've even thought about going on a hunger strike, to be honest, just to protest about what's going on. And with the ILF in place, then life is great, I do a lot of things. I learned about the Olympic torch through the Open University. I was a student with the Open University, and it came through all the emails, and I'm one of these people that opens lots of doors. I thought, well, I'll open the door and go through. And I never expected to do anything of it, and we filled in all the forms, and 2 of my carers came with me when we went for the interview. I thought, that's it. As soon as they realised how disabled I am, I thought, that is it, not going to use my hands on it. But we actually got through, and we went down to London and worked in the transport section, which was where the Olympic Village was, and I worked on the meet and greet, so when people came off the buses, I was there. It was great because I didn't feel useless at all. I felt as though I acted part, and we had to camp. We couldn't afford to stay in luxury hotels or anything, and it was great fun. Some of my carers that came down hadn't been camping before, and I was sleeping on a stretcher, and we were in a field. We were at one of the in Twickenham. Some people that were working at the Peace Hall took my Olympic torch, and lots of people got their hands on it. And if you saw it right now with all the children held as well, as a lot of the paint come off. But I think it was the Prime Minister of, I think it was Kenya, was down there, and he got it, his hands on it. Yeah, it was great. Being part of the Olympic Games, magic, absolutely magic. But as things stand now, I would only get 1 hour for lunch, 1 hour for tea, and my sleepovers. 7 hours of social care a week, which to let me go out. 1.5 hours for shopping, 2 15-minute showers a week, 40 minutes for housework, and I think it's 20 minutes for ironing. Oh, Jack and Molly, I've had them since they were 10 weeks old, and they're now 7 years old. Besides being my friend when I'm on my own, which is not very often at the moment, about 4 hours a day, they also guard my house, which makes me feel safe. And I get great pleasure in going out with them as well, for long walks with whoever's on. But they don't get out every day, but they make me smile, and they're part of my family, and if the ILF goes, they will have to be rehoused because I just can't look after them. I wouldn't be able to go for walks or anything. As I pointed out to somebody, I feel as though I committed a crime and I'm doing a sentence, and I haven't committed a crime. I'm doing a life sentence for something I didn't do. I think care is probably the wrong word. I call it supported living because I need support. I'm an active part of the community, and I don't know if I do a lot of good, but I do some good in the area, and I hope I'm a good neighbour. And people have got to realise this, you know, we're human beings and, okay, we need care, but we're still human beings.